Here's your quick and easy guide to constructing parallel lines. So our goal for this construction is to construct two parallel lines. And remember that parallel lines are basically just lines that never cross. So it would be something like this line and this line. But obviously just drawing two lines like this isn't perfect, so we're going to use a compass and straight edge to help us draw two basically perfect parallel lines. So we're going to start by drawing a line anywhere we want. I'm going to draw a line right here. It doesn't matter where you put it, but we're going to have to construct our second line. And we can put a point anywhere we want above the line. So I'm going to put a point right here. I'm going to go ahead and label this point P so that we don't forget where it is. Next, we're going to draw a line that connects up this line with this point. So remember that lines go on infinitely. So I'm just going to draw a line that goes from here to the point and keeps going. The line just needs to cross this bottom line anywhere. It doesn't matter where. Our next step is to pull out our compass. And for this, we're going to draw two arcs, and we want them to be the same distance. So we're going to make our first arc. The center is going to be right here between our two lines. And I'm going to make it pretty short. It's just going to be a tiny arc. And we're going to lock the compass so that it stays that distance. And we're just going to go ahead and draw an arc like this. And then for our second arc, keeping the same distance, so make sure your compass is locked so it doesn't move around. We're going to move this to point P, and we're going to draw a second arc like this. We're now going to draw two more arcs, and the goal of this is to get another point that's parallel with point P so that we can draw a line through it. So I'm going to draw an arc that goes from one part of this arc that we drew before, and I'm going to unlock the compass, and it's going to go to the other point of our arc like this. And I'm going to lock the compass right here. I know it's kind of hard to see, but it's locked. And we will now go ahead and draw our little arc. This arc doesn't really matter too much, but that's because we just want to have the distance, because we're going to go over to point, well, not point P, this point right here now of our other arc and do the same thing. And we'll now go ahead and draw an arc, a new arc that crosses over this other arc. So now that we've done that, you might be able to see that this little point right here, this little X, is perfectly lined up with point P. And that means the last step that we need to do is to draw a line that connects these 2 points. So for this, we're going to want to take out our straight edge so that we can draw a straight line. This is kind of a comically large straight edge. And we're going to go ahead and connect up our 2 points here, point P and this other point, and we're going to draw a line. And there you go, you now have two perfectly parallel lines. So now you know how to construct parallel lines. But what about perpendicular lines? Well, that's going to be this video right here. If you have any questions about this video, go ahead and leave it in the comments, and I'll be sure to answer your question. Thanks for watching.